The generator's steady hum faltered, sputtered, and died. Leo froze in the hallway, his breath catching in his throat as the darkness pressed in around him. The sudden silence was deafening, broken only by the faint drip of a leaky faucet somewhere in the distance. "Mark," Leo called out, his voice sounding small and uncertain in the oppressive quiet. "You okay in there?" A nervous chuckle drifted from behind the closed bathroom door. "Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll be out soon." Leo exhaled, relief washing over him. But as the seconds ticked by, that relief began to curdle into unease. The silence seemed to grow, becoming a tangible thing that filled the air like a thick, suffocating fog. Leo's ears strained, desperate for any sound of movement from the bathroom. Then, he heard it. A faint, chilling scrape, like fingernails dragging across wood. It was so soft at first that Leo wasn't sure if he'd imagined it. But there it was again. Unmistakable this time. Coming from behind the bathroom door. "What are you doing in there?" No response. Just that awful scraping sound, growing louder, more insistent. Leo's heart began to race, pounding so hard he could feel it in his temples. The scraping intensified. "Mark, this isn't funny," Leo whispered, his words barely audible over the frantic beating of his heart. "Say something, please." The scraping stopped abruptly, leaving a silence so profound that Leo could hear the blood rushing in his ears. Then, from beneath the door, a whisper slithered out. It was raspy, dry, nothing like Mark's voice. "Help. ... Leo stumbled backward, his back hitting the wall. His mind reeled, torn between the instinct to flee and the desperate need to know what had happened to his friend. The floorboards creaked beneath his feet. The sound impossibly loud in the stillness of the house. "Mark," he croaked, knowing in his gut that whatever was in that bathroom wasn't Mark anymore. "Who? ... what are you?" No answer came. Just the slow, agonizing sound of the doorknob beginning to turn. Leo's breath came in short, sharp gasps. His chest tight with fear. He wanted to run, to escape this nightmare. But his legs refused to move. He was rooted to the spot, eyes fixed on that slowly turning knob. The house seemed to hold its breath, the air thick with dread. Even the persistent drip of the faucet had fallen silent, as if the very building was waiting to see what horror would emerge from behind that door. Leo's mind raced, memories flashing before his eyes. Mark's laugh earlier that evening, the warmth of the generator's hum, the comforting glow of the lights before they'd been snuffed out. How quickly normalcy had given way to this waking nightmare. The doorknob continued, its achingly slow rotation. Leo's fingers dug into the wall behind him, his nails scraping against the peeling wallpaper. He could hear his own ragged breathing, loud and harsh in the oppressive silence. What lay beyond that door? What had happened to Mark in those few, fateful minutes of darkness? The questions swirled in Leo's mind, each more terrifying than the last. The knob completed its turn with a soft click that echoed like a gunshot in the silent hallway. Leo's heart seemed to stop, suspended between beats, as he waited for the door to swing open. But it didn't. The knob remained still. The door closed. The silence stretched on, unbearable in its intensity. Leo's eyes darted from the knob to the gap beneath the door, searching for any sign of movement. Should he open the door himself? The choices warred within him, each fraught with its own terrifying possibilities. Leo's hand twitched at his side, half raised, as if to reach for the knob. The darkness pressed in, thick and suffocating. Leo's breath came in short. The house creaked and settled around him. The familiar sounds now sinister in the oppressive silence. And still, the door remained closed, a barrier between Leo and whatever horror lay beyond. The moments stretched, taut as a wire, ready to snap at any second. Leo stood frozen, caught between fight and flight.